Hey, what's going on, guys? John Shea here, and in this video what I'm going to be doing is actually going through a Pullii review. So what I'm going to first do is walk you guys through the actual JV page so you can get an idea of some of the upsells that are available when you decide to pick up this product. Then I'm going to bring you into the members area, kind of talk about that a little bit, and then once we're done going through that, I'm going to show you a couple examples of how the product creator is actually utilizing this method. So just to kind of dive into it, pretty much what Pullii is all about is pretty much building a blog and then utilizing a whole bunch of different methods to bring in traffic and start bringing in extra income through different monetization methods such as Google AdSense, using ads, selling products as an e-commerce store, using affiliate links to sell things on Amazon. Pretty much anything you could think of, whatever niche you're in, this is going to be a good opportunity for you. One thing I will mention is that Stefan previously did have a couple products. One of them, the first one kind of around this specific sort of idea, was Rapid Traffic Masterclass. Some of you may remember I did a review on that a few months back. And then his last one was a product called Growy, almost similar in the naming, had the two I's at the end. And this is almost somewhat of a spin-off of those two courses. The concepts are very similar, but at the same time, this has a whole bunch of new information that really pertains to SEO and has a whole bunch of new information on how you can get more visitors coming into your site. Again, these products are very high quality. I know that the product creator, Stefan, and his partner, Greg, have actually gone out there and followed these methods themselves and, done this stuff to put it in action. So let's kind of dive through the JV page. There's a little video there with Stefan kind of talking about this. More or less what I wanted to tell you guys is that, show you what some of the upsells are. So the initial product is about a $15 to $17 product. The second product is a one-time offer for $27, which I believe is like an advanced case study they have. I'll get into some of that here. Another one for $67. I believe this is like some done-for-you stuff. I'll get into that as well. Another one that is also some additional done-for-you stuff that they have. And they have a couple downsells as well. So if you don't take these offers, then they might try to hit you with some other stuff as well. So this is a pretty built-on funnel. They've got a lot of different products that they could offer you. I don't necessarily think that you need all the one-time offers, but it's something that, if you're really looking to have some stuff done for you, you don't want to do all the work yourself, then this might be a great way to go. So let's actually dive in. I'm going to jump in here. And this is the back end of the membership site. Basically, you've got a full-on built membership site. Everything is video tutorials. There's not really a lot of text content. You've got some case studies. Let's go into that first. So here's kind of an overview. Stefan goes through everything, and then Greg does his overview of utilizing the same methods on his own site. So both these guys are sharing actual case studies of them both using it in their business. If we go back, this is kind of the homepage. It's got an introduction video, and then they talk about a bonus webinar. I imagine they'll probably be selling you something else on this webinar, so that's something to keep in mind if you're interested. And then I'll go through all the modules so you can get an idea of what this is all about. They kind of give you an overview of how this works. I'm not going to dive into everything real deep, but Greg gives an introduction. Stefan shows you how to do like niche research, how to go out there, get all this stuff set up with a domain and hosting, get your website going. And then if we go into module 2, he basically walks you through setting up your blog, building all the site pages you need, doing research for your niche, adding content to your website, getting things set up, and building a Facebook account. And then in module 3, we basically have a Pinterest setup, how to go and set up Pinterest, setting up your email, automating like board setup and everything that you need to really get Pinterest going. If you're not familiar with Pinterest, all of this stuff, they cover everything that you need to know, so there's nothing left out. How to start utilizing graphics that you can get from Pinterest, pinning to Pinterest using things like rich pins, which are going to help your pins stand out, and then utilizing group boards, which is ultimately where you're going to get a lot of your traffic. And then this is where a lot of some of the content that you may have seen some of this stuff in some of the past courses that Stefan released. He had some of this content already in some of those prior courses. But this is a whole new section on SEO and how you can actually start utilizing SEO to actually start bringing in additional traffic as well. So if you combine some of the stuff they're teaching about Pinterest with the SEO stuff, you're ultimately going to have a really powerful combination of traffic generation methods that you can actually start bringing stuff in. So they go over keyword research, a bunch of different tools you can use for that, looking at competition, creating really optimized content. building links back to your website, which is ultimately going to get Google really loving what you're doing. They talk about setting up and building an email list, which is a great way to, start monetizing your blog even further. And then they even show you how to build custom audiences so you can really start nailing some of this stuff down. So in module, let's see, this is module 3. We go into module 4. They show you how to now start monetizing your site through sources like AdSense, sources like, doing things like selling, like he shows here. You can see in kind of the thumbnail, he's selling like dog t-shirts. And I'll actually bring you over to Stefan's website so I can show you guys some of the stuff going on there. In terms of those upsells, to come back to that, they have this advanced case study pack. I'll kind of jump into each of these. Just going to pause the video. So this is one of the one-time offers. This is basically like a case study that they're selling. So if that's something you're interested in, you can pick that up. I don't have a copy of this, so I'm not sure exactly what's in it, but that might be something worth checking out because I know these guys are doing pretty well with their e-com stuff. Then they have a done-for-you blog pack. This is $67. They'll build 10 niche-targeted viral sites that have user-generated content all ready to upload and pretty much get going with. The thing that I'm not huge on with this particular upsell is that, if you have like 10 different websites, now you're sort of spreading out your efforts. And, ultimately, in my opinion, I would pick one niche and just focus on that site and make it absolutely awesome. But, if this is something you're interested in, maybe you decide you want to do like 2 or 3 of them, or you want to do all 10, then, by all means, you could technically have all these different sites that you're working off of. You're building Pinterest, you're building SEO, all these things, blogs. You could be doing all that on a bunch of different sites at once. So that's entirely up to you, but that's basically what this offer is. And then if we look at some of the other things, they do have some bonuses. So they've got a mastermind group you can join in, on a Facebook group. You can chat with people in there. A couple other things like case studies and things that they share of things that are working for them. And they even have some unannounced bonuses from a couple other well-known marketers just giving away some of their softwares and membership sites, things like that. So that's a really cool little bonus there. But yeah, that's pretty much the Pullii system. Let me bring you through Stefan's site here really quick. If you actually head over to doggydesires.com, he's going to talk a lot about this in the course, but I wanted to show it to you guys in this video so you had an idea of kind of what he's doing. So he decided to build a site in the dog niche, and pretty much what he did is he built this site based around content that people would love, how to help a dog with depression, 6 ways to get your dog to trust you, 5 reasons why your dog should sleep in your bed at night. He's really covering all these different things that people that own dogs are probably going to be interested in, all kinds of different articles on tons and tons of different topics. He's just cranking out tons of content. He's going to show you where you can outsource a lot of this as well, so you don't have to write everything yourself. And then the real kicker with this, and this is kind of the trick to all this, is he shows you how to go out there and have these really awesome images done, and you can start using these images over on Pinterest. Here's his Pinterest page, and if we go to like his best of board, he basically has all these really high quality images based around some of those blog articles. Like, here's the 5 reasons why your dog should sleep in your bed at night. He'll basically take these particular posts and he'll go and post them out to a whole bunch of different group boards. Maybe even, in this case, you can see he's posted it to 86 of them. So a lot of these group boards have tons of people watching them, looking at them, and ultimately what happens is if you see this article, you go, oh, the article's from Doggy Desires. I go to read it. Now I'm over on the website and you see there's a lot going on here. You got even more articles people could end up clicking on. You can see in the top bar he's selling different products of apparel, collars, decals, dog hair, jewelry, mugs. So he's got a bunch of different stuff going on there that people could end up going and clicking on that. And then of course in the article itself, he's got a lot of really valuable stuff about in this particular case, this article is about why your dog should sleep in your bed at night. I'm not a huge fan of that, but there's a bunch of reasons here. So it's an informative article. And then if you go to the bottom, you now have a bunch of these like products that he's selling. He's got like t-shirts that he's got designed, and he's also got this cool pop-up that is constantly coming up showing that random people are buying the products. I'm pretty much 100% positive this isn't real, but I know for a fact that this helps with conversions. If people see this, they're like, oh wow, look at all these people buying this stuff. So this pops up, you click on this, and now you're like looking at a product on his site and you're like, oh wow, that's really cool. Like, what's this dog's dogs because people just suck, So someone ends up looking at the shirt and they decide to buy this, and he's got this all set up in his site. So he shows you how to set up all this stuff, and it's really, really cool. I know because of the fact that he's got all this Pinterest traffic coming in, he's getting thousands of visitors every single day. And this is basically going to lead to people buying stuff, lead to people using affiliate links. It's ultimately building him a passive income website, and he's now kind of got this on autopilot because of the way that he's outsourcing the graphics, the blog content. All the products are drop shipped or they're affiliate, so you don't have to carry any inventory. It's a really quite unique system, and of course, I'm not going to tell you this is easy to set up. It will obviously take you some time. You can see the amount of effort that he's put into all of this. But if you're really interested in building your own niche site, you could go out there and build a dog site too if you want. And this is ultimately going to be a great way to build something that's a real, true authority website, in my opinion. That if you utilize the SEO and Pinterest traffic methods they share inside Pullii, you can really start bringing in some serious traffic, bringing in some awesome sales through affiliate programs, Google AdSense, and even drop shipping, doing custom t-shirt designs, things like that. So again, if you have any questions for me, feel free to reach out. And also make sure to subscribe. Here on YouTube, I'm doing all kinds of new product reviews on new and upcoming products every single month is ultimately my goal right now. So again, thanks for watching my Pullii review, and I hope you guys enjoy this video.